There, we got it. You didn't miss anything. Oh. Okay, that is from Sheila Craney's family, thanking me for donation. Okay. Next problem. Here, you can open that one.
Okay.
And then I'll open that one.
You want me to hand
Go
it
ahead.
to you? Okay.
And that one's Linda's. So we'll put that in the Linda pot.
So the one I'm holding is Iona A. Roten from Connecticut, and she sent you 400.
Just don't say how much. Just,
Oh, sorry.
just
I'm sorry.
Dear Run. Chardon, Ohio.
Ohio?
Ohio. Hi, Carlene. This check is for 20 bricks. Okay. And some money for the fun fund. Okay, so we'll put that in there. And then that in the check department. I don't say how much money usually.
Okay, sorry. There you go, you want that back?
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Jan Gerhold mailed it on the. She mailed it. I don't know when she mailed it. There you go. And that goes in there. Ah, China is large. China is large enough to cover about 5 time zones, but it has only one national time zone since the Chinese Civil War in 1949. Sometimes I wonder why we can't have one time zone, but that's all right. The dot over the letter I is called a tittle. Really? I didn't know that. Okay. There's one for you to open. Huh?
Okay.
And that's the one for me. Another one for me.
Oh.
What do you got?
Oh. So it's from Target. I
Okay.
guess they're giving you a small amount of money.
They gave us $11. Isn't that wonderful?
No, not really. But yes.
Approved a grant in the amount of $11 to our organization as part of our employee giving campaign. Unbelievable. Okay, Linda can play with that one. Oh, that's that one. Ah. I did that. I opened it.
Oh.
Are you ready for a new Toyota? No. And somehow I have a feeling that says the same thing.
Okay.
We did that. Legacy Society. I don't know that one. Oh, yes, they do. Doctors Without Borders usually do that.
I didn't know if you
Here, you can have that one. And I can have this one.
Okay.
Lynn is on her way back. Oh, boy. I don't know what that's all about, and I can't figure that out without giving it to Linda. Okay, and then this goes.
We have from Jerry Van Village, she sent me this,
Okay.
and she says there's a box with some poo pickers coming that's.
Oh, good.
Should be
Hopefully this
on
arrives the same day as my box containing poo pickers and my spirit stick. I officially sealed it up and then realized I had enclosed a note and something for the fun fund. Well, we got it now. How grateful I am to you all for doing to improve the lives of recipients and CPs alike. You truly make the world a better place. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. This is Jerry Van Vliet. Wasn't that nice? Okay, Jerry, we'll put that in there too.
Okay.
And this goes somewhere else, so she gets that over there. And then this, no, I don't want to do that.
What was it?
I don't know, from a bank. And this is a tent sale. We don't want to do that either.
Okay.
Okay, what do we got? Actually, why don't you open the things over there? We got, oh, you're gonna bring them over here.
Yeah, I gotta bring them
Bring it over there.
Wait, we gotta watch, we gotta see them, right? So here you go.
Okay, that's Carlene White. That's me. I'll do that one.
It's okay.
Kathy Rowe, Westfield, Indiana. Okay. Okay. Oh, and we have some poo pickers and bags. What a wonderful.
Yay, right?
Oh, good. We were getting down on them. So the last one I told her to put them out on the porch because we need them on the porch too.
Okay, so
I don't. Is there I don't see her. There we go. Kathy Rowe, Silent CP of Westfield, Indiana. Thank you for all you do. Isn't that nice? Okay. We'll beat that in there just for good luck. There you go, because that can go outside.
do you want it out now or after we're done? Probably after we're done.
Right.
How about
Okay.
that? Alright. Here you go.
And who do we have? Okay. This is Joanna. There we go. Okay. There. That's upside down. Put that over here. Joanna Abram from California. Huh. Huh.
What did she send you?
I don't know.
Okay.
It says things like shirt, but I don't think it is. I think it's a bed.
Okay.
Because it also says twin. Shirts don't come in twins.
Oh, maybe it's like what they call a t-shirt sheet.
I don't know. Looks to me like it's a twin bed thing. Wouldn't you say so?
I'm agreeing with you. It feels like it's a fitted sheet.
See right there, it says that stuff.
Company store, details. It's a jersey fitted sheet. So yes, it's a twin sheet. Yep, it is. Yep.
Okay, so here's another one.
Yay.
And there's another one.
Yay.
You don't want to look at this. It says the same thing about.
Yep.
It probably said sheet, but it also could be shirt, so.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I think it's sheet. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hold on, we have another thing we have to open.
And that was Joanna Abram.
Abram from California.
Mhm.
Okay, now you got this thing, which is heavy
Oh, boy.
and stiff.
Huh, okay. I don't know what it is. It's very heavy. Maybe that's a full thing. Aha. Ah. There. Got it.
Phew. Right?
Oh my word.
Ooh, it looks interesting, whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
It's a sign of-
Okay. Okay. This is to number all the gates. Oh, that's because they go with those numbers that we got up there.
Some of them look blank, right? Oh, no, they'll take 8.
Well, isn't that cute? Okay. We'll put that down with our gate department.
Sure will. And who sent this out? Oh,
There we go.
but we don't know. Did we order them? Or did,
No, she sent them.
who did it? Because it says buildasign.com.
See right there, it says Sam Keys.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Okay, they put the numbers go here. Okay. Well, isn't that interesting?
Okay. So there it is, everybody. That's what we have. The mail call.
They're heavy.
Very heavy, nice sign.
We're gonna put this up there.
Okay. Let me just check. Here for a moment, and
We can put that up there where it says 1. Thank you, Sam. We'll play with those later. Ah. Just lay it flat.
all right. So that's that. We can recycle these envelopes.
Okay, and I'll move over.
Okay, I'm in.
Janine said she's coming with food.
Really? Well, that's good, I guess, right? Oh boy, show 62 comments.
Well, let's get
Here we
going.
go, yep. Have to have space here to. All right.
keep going. We have, oh, sound, wait a minute, sound, is that the start of it? Back up, back, there you go, right there.
Here we go,
sound,
right here.
okay.
Sound is on. Okay, here we go. Oh, and there he is. They wanted to say hi to Bentley. Hello, Bentley. Right, okay, so, okay. All right, Lila Mae says, yay, D. Thanks, neighbor in Chardon. I don't know what that means.
That's where she lives.
Okay. P. Benward says, always so generous. Plus, every time I see the flag on the Puppy Hill cam, I think of how she donated in memory of her husband some years ago. Thanks, D. Lila Mae says, united we stand. So, Shoprin29 says, name for new mayor. And this came in my head out of nowhere. Clarice. It must be painkillers getting to my brainwaves, LOL. So then Anita says, funny Shoprin. Betsy says, paging Hannibal Lecter. And a different Betsy says, or Olympia Dukakis Steel Magnolias. All right.
No, so somebody already suggested that I name it SOCKS.
Would make sense, right? Socks.
Do you know the joke?
No.
Okay, this is the only joke I know in Spanish.
Okay.
It's the only thing I know in Spanish. A guy goes into a store and he wants to buy a pair of socks, and so he doesn't speak English, and he tries to tell the waitress there, whatever it is, he what he wants, and he keeps trying to explain his feet, and he can't get it. And finally, she puts out some socks or whatever on the counter, and he says SOCKS. And she says, why didn't you tell me you could spell it?
So.
Do you know SO means that is exactly right in Spanish.
Wow.
SOCKS. It means socks. Anyway,
means socks anyway. All right. So, B. Short from Virginia says $11 is $11. It's more than enough to buy one chicken brick.
Yeah.
Yep. Sure is. D says, yay, Anna's on her way back. And Sam K said, could Anna have pinched a nerve with all of the twisting in her chair?
She could have done anything, but they didn't think so.
Okay. And Two Cat Mom said, that's what I was thinking too, but I guess that is not
Well,
it.
she could have pulled a muscle or something like that, but...
Oh, you got to pull in a little bit so Linda can slide by.
Thank you.
I said, okay. Fluffy 85 says, happy day, I miss Anna. Indy Dune said, hi, Carlene and Bev, how was your day? So how was your day?
It was a very productive day. I didn't get, but I watched Mark. Mark gets a lot done around here. And so does Bud behind me. I could hear him.
You looking for
But Mark stacked all those pipes on the rack that Colby put up yesterday. So the pipes are out of the way. That's a wonderful thing.
That's a wonderful thing.
And then Bud did all the generators.
Yay.
He made them all make noise and swallow grease or something, right?
Oil changes.
Oil change. There you go.
Yeah.
Look at Sizzle. She has her face on my arm.
I know she wants a cookie.
Oh.
Give her
Can I
one
give her one? All right, Sis, because you know I love you. And it's taken me a long time to get you to like me.
Okay.
Yay.
That's all.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Boiler from Michigan says Anna is arriving. So I don't know if she sees something out on the outside on a camera that she sees Anna
don't know.
arriving. Okay. Fluffy 85 also said it was so quiet today. How was your day? But you told about your day a little bit. BioBC says, do mules generally have personalities similar to donkeys or to horses?
They're more like They're more like donkeys. They're
More
not
like
horses.
Okay. All right. Fluffy 85 says, thank God and St. Francis for Anna.
Where are we going
I
to put
agree.
Anna? There's nobody in there. Is that right? Anna's got to be by herself.
Right, yeah, because she can't have any activity and all that.
So
So
is there anybody in that room?
yes.
Can you go check
Chaos
it?
is in there.
Well, we've got to get Chaos out of there.
Well, they were somebody. What?
We have to have a place to put Anna.
No, I know, but they were. I think they were thinking of keeping her in the kitchen, and these two were going to go back in the condos. I'm just saying what I heard. That's all. We can move Chaos, which is your gig.
We're turning them loose. I don't know. Where's Jimmy and Larky?
Good question.
Because they sometimes go in the cave.
You're right, yep,
See?
yeah. All right, so we do have to figure that out.
Well, if she's coming up the driveway,
I don't know if she is, really.
Right, I'm not sure. Someone just said Anna is arriving, which made me think, although that was 10 minutes ago, so you'd think they should have got up here by now, but Sarah's going to figure this out for us. Sarah's moving to figure it out.
I think she's gotta have that.
You think she belongs in there?
Either she goes in there or the two puppies do. I think she'll go in there.
Okay. Okay, Boiler from Michigan says, Carlene, in reference to the DD today, whatever happened to the beautiful saddle you bought several years ago when you bought that horse for you to ride? It was gorgeous, and you did ride a couple times on that horse.
I don't remember.
There you go. We don't know.
How many years ago did I buy the saddle?
Well, I don't know. She says several. Okay.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Okay, we don't remember.
I don't have it.
Yona's mom said, can we see the other puppies eat? And camera up says, they weren't really eating, so I just moved the cam. The trainers have incredible patience. Okay.
What?
I don't know. Yona's
Anna
mom.
will be here for a while. She just left the place
Okay.
10 minutes ago.
Yona's mom said, can we see the other puppies eat? I don't know what she means by other puppies. Does she mean the ones down at the barn?
They're down the barn.
And then the camera operator, SWOM from Virginia, says they really weren't eating, so I just moved the cam. The trainers have incredible patience.
Wait a minute. Here comes Janine with my dinner.
Who's taking care of you tonight? Because yours baked haddock, it needs to get baked.
Okay.
And then, I think you eat this soup, super cold.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
gazpacho soup? Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just give this to her.
What if you give it, is that gonna be, is it,
It's baked, it's cold right now.
so it just has to be warmed up?
Yep.
Okay, so why don't you put it in the
I'll just
kitchen
put it in the kitchen.
and I will take care of it.
Okay.
I'll put it on a plate.
All right.
So we're trying out a new system of food.
I read that.
This is from the mill in Essex, which you must know about. You go past it, maybe?
I actually haven't been coming through Essex, but I don't,
Well, anyway,
I
it's
can't
in
think
Essex.
of where the mill is.
It's in Essex. And she supplies Henry's with food.
I see.
So it's good food.
Yeah.
And she lives in Janine's house.
Okay,
Oh.
that's right. That's right.
So we have a connection there.
Yeah, I remember that connection now. Yeah.
Janine, I'll warm it up when I get up.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
What's your problem?
I think it's a good idea.
You're in the way.
I don't know, but I'm enjoying
Keep
having
going.
her here. Okay, Fluffy85 said, good sheets for the dogs' big beds. Yes, we got some sheets. Fluffy85 says, I hear Uncle Bud. So everybody say hi to Uncle Bud. This is my first time in Uncle Bud's presence. I've only seen him on Mail Call online.
There you
So
are.
hello. There you go. I'm with the famous person here. Sam K says those signs go with the letters from last week ordered per DD on June 2nd for the 8 gates you needed for Donkey Hill. Yes, we figured that out.
Okay.
All right, thank you. And now we have 13 more comments.
Yeah, and then he is on his own. And
Let's
everything he-
let's go back.
His life is on his dime, not mine. I have two.
Okay.
I have two sons too. Yeah, they're a lot.
BioBC says Sam with a question mark and Jerry said yes. I'm not sure what that was about. Fluffy85 says they told you something else was coming to go with the numbers. Yes, so there it is. They're the signs. Pico says, hi Carlene, I bought some stuff from smile.amazon.com today and the proceeds will go to the service dog project. Yes, thank you Pico. Fluffy85 says hi to Bud.
Hi.
All right, Crafter, did the vet clinic watch Anna's feeding to determine how severe her megasophagus is now?
They would watch her.
Yep. Can you move a minute?
What
Chaos
the-
wants to go by.
Chaos is.
Chaos needs to go behind you.
Oh, it says it the other way.
Okay.
No, it
Okay.
says it the
Matter
other
of
way.
to the bathroom.
Okay.
Oh,
What
she's
do you
getting on
want?
that bed.
You wanna go outside?
Wanna go out?
Chaos wanna go outside? Chaos wanna go outside? No, she didn't wanna go outside.
She went out before. She's fine. Okay, so
She's up.
I guess that's what you wanted.
Yeah. What?
So the question was, did the vet clinic watch a feeding of Anna's to
Yes,
see?
they know.
Okay.
That's what they do.
Well, I think what they mean,
Did good there,
I guess
Bill.
what they wanted to know is if they might know if it's improved at
No,
all.
we don't
Okay.
know.
Get up, Bill.
We
All
don't
right.
know.
Good girl.
Another hello, Uncle Bud. Nice to see you from Oka. Anita Fio from New York says, Carlene, my brother used to tell that joke all the time, and we were living in Mexico and learning Spanish at the time. So
SOTKS. I seems
that is what it is. Yep.
It is what
there
it
you go.
is.
I'll remember that now. All right. Okay. Pamela says, bye, Linda, and thank you for the lovely email you sent me today. Oh, well, she's gone, but bye, Linda. BJ Moose says, I think Bud's waiting for Anna, too. And then Fluffy85 said bye to Linda again. Crafter says, how long will Anna need to be away from the other pups?
I don't know.
We
I
don't-
wish you knew.
Lynn said several days.
Okay,
He
so
told her.
according to Sarah, Lynn says it's several days.
Well, let me tell you what it has to be, though. Also, I was told is you got to watch the dog and see how she behaves. If she gets all better, fine. I had a dog with this once, and it was 2 months.
Whoa. Okay, so
So
it will be what it will be.
You can hang
We'll
with your 2
see
days,
how it
but I
goes.
don't know about that.
All right. And CK says the CPs would love to see Anna on camera. She's not here, so you can't see her on camera. Well, hint, hint, but she's not here. She's still
She's
on her
coming
way
back.
back. She is coming back, but I don't know if she'll be here before we're done. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right. BJ Moose says, I seem to recall there was a saddle up in the rafters.
That was yeah.
Okay, chaos.
I gave that to somebody.
You stay.
That was my racing saddle.
Ooh.
That we used that on our racing horses.
Well,
I gave that to Josh's sister.
okay.
If she's going to use it, fine. If she's not, she's going to put it back in the rafters.
There you go, and then someone else might get to
Right.
try it. Cam Op Cairo's mom says that one fits Bentley. That saddle? Okay.
It could be.
And Kimmy's laughing about that. Okay. All right, let's see. Indy Dune says, I'm glad to hear Bud has your generators ready to go with the wild weather we frequently have now.
Yep.
Always a good thing. Crafter says, Bud has been there long enough to have known the legendary dogs of SDP. Thumper, Bobby, Luna, Lily, Lindsay, Bailey, etc. So it's telling us how famous you are, I guess, right? And Fluffy85 said, hey, the dogs are back. Meaning, I guess, we just got a few more dogs in the room here. And Schnauzer Mom says, are you, Carlene, going to ride the mare?
I don't know. We're going to see. I think who's going to ride it tomorrow?
Is the cowboy coming?
I don't know about him, but
I know I'm not gonna ride.
no, you're not going to ride it.
Okay, I'm not then.
Laura.
Laura's gonna try.
I keep trying to call her Paula, so that ends in an A.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you are.
All right.
Laura might try it.
So Laura might try it. And if she did try it, will it be on camera?
She'd be down in that parking lot. Yeah.
There you go. So, okay, guys, get ready to see in case it happens. So we're going once, going twice. Any more comments?
We'll leave the sound on and the camera on, so when Anna comes back in.
They can see her.
Yeah, and we can turn that. Oh, we got to have the camera on Anna. Well, we probably ought to.
Oh, got 2 comments.
Who's in here now?
One of the bigger dogs went in.
Just Jiminy and Sizzle are in there. They can come out. You can put those 2 little puppies in there, and then we can have Anna out here so she'll be on camera better. How about that?
Okay. All right, Fluffy85 says, thank you, Bud, for making room for the dogs to move around.
Yeah.
And Bobbity212 says, did the Rose girls get out to the teepee yet?
I think they did. I don't know whether they did today or not, but they did yesterday.
Not today.
Not today.
They were out in the car lot.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so any more questions, anybody? No? Okay. You leaving the sound on?
Yeah, it was
I'll shut it off for now and turn it on
Well,
when she gets
we'll
here.
shut it off and then turn it on when she comes back
Okay.
in.
All right, we're shutting down, guys. Bye. We'll turn it back on when she.
She's in the driveway and somewhere almost in the house, I guess. Get back. Go back and lie down. There we go.
Here's the pretty girl.
She's walking.
She is. Look at her.
Look at her.
And she's happy. She pooped in my car, though.
What?
She pooped in my car.
Poop in your car?
She's a poop.
Did she fall down right there? Did you do that?
A little bit. She's a little tripped, huh?
Linda, what the hell's your name? Sizzle, go.
Good girl. I take this off. Come here. Let me take you out of this contraption that I have rigged. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come here, baby. Come here.
Oh, I'm thinking probably ought to run and shut that door. Right between the two. Shut the door. Here she comes. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. Larky, be a good boy.
Keep going.
What are we gonna do with Larky? Poor Larky.
Right, handsome.
Don't here. Yeah, get her off.
Clark. Hey. Let's do this, Clarky. Come, Clarky. Clarky.
There.
Oh, you can get through there. Oh, you are trying to get through there. Come back here. Come here.
She's not awfully uncomfortable, is she?
She seems to have improved tremendously.
Hello there, puppy, puppy. Puppy, pup, 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 pup.
She put her head in there.
Hey, hey, did you come here?
Yes, look at you. I know. Look at you. Sarah, she is going to want to eat. She ate at 2 o'clock.
Oh,
Well, she wouldn't eat yet then. Would she?
yes. No?
So that's 4
Sure.
hours ago.
1 and 5, yes.
So 6 o'clock. Look at the tail.
So she basically is on pain meds right now.
Yeah, she's going to be on gabapentin.
Oh, she. Oh, I thought she was going in there. Hi,
Tell him I
Nasia.
said. Love him.
She can't get that food. Are you crazy? We're gonna need the food.
Well, someone's gonna have to take care of the other dogs out there.
GPS signal lost.
Gabapentin?
Yeah, she's going to be on this 1 pill twice a day, and then we, as needed, and then we can decrease to 1 pill, 1 capsule a day. But they did look at her because I guess there is a condition which some dogs with megaesophagus develop, which is the weakening of muscles.
Really?
And that's what they had initially thought maybe it had something to do with the mega
Huh.
affecting her
Yeah.
rear quarters. As you can see, it doesn't.
Not entirely.
But you know, looking at her spine and doing all the different tests and all, they're like, no. I think it's just growing pains.
Mild fever, that's the one that gets me still. They must have done another
Yeah.
negative also.
Yep. Ah, look at you. What you have? You have my leash?
Restricted.
Yes, they want her walking on leash out to go out. No roughhousing.
How are you? Good to see you.
For 2 weeks.
Good to see you.
That is gonna be a problem.
It's gonna be hard.
Ready for food now. Oh, what are you doing? No jumping.
But they agreed with me. I was talking to one woman there who, because they use a Bailey chair to feed her,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, it is just constructed the worst way. It should open in the back and have the dog come in. She says, I've never seen a dog be able to maneuver,
Yeah.
you know, from a front,
Hey,
whereas if they came in the back,
how are you?
I said, I agree totally.
Huh?
I said, I agree totally. Needs to be redesigned. So. Yeah, but they were very pleased with her weight.
Mm-hmm.
She was what, 36.8 pounds, almost 37 pounds, because they were comparing last time she had been there.
Yeah.
off of her.
Mhm.
Come here. What are you doing? And the bananas.
Where you going, Sophie?
And the bananas.
How are you? How are you? You look so pretty. Yes, I'm getting you up right now. I'm getting it. Getting it.
I have
Got it.
saved Louise.
I'm starving. Yes, this is for you. It is.
I couldn't believe it when I was 5 o'clock and I was still there. I'm like,
She still got her medicine, Lynn, right?
yes, that is correct.
It's coming. Yes, you're a good girl. Oh, you're lying down now, huh? What's the story? What's the story?
What did they say about her respiratory, anything?
Nothing. No. I think they had her blood pressure and everything else jotted down on there.
Mm-hmm. How much was it, did you notice?
We have a credit there. I do know that.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
And I said for them to reach out to Linda.
Yeah.
I said, reach out to Linda tomorrow. She'll know what to do.
Okay, well. How it goes. I think we ought to take her temperature all the time too.
You don't like that. We'll
Every
take it
time,
off in a
right
minute.
before she eats every day.
Yeah, things like that.
Yeah. Couple times a day.
It's okay.
I'm not sure, I don't have gabapentin
Miss
in my
Banana.
hand.
Yes, that's you. That's you.
Is the
I'm-
sound
We'll say hi to
I'm-
Lynn.
I'm having
Okay,
trouble
right
sleeping with
there.
aches and pains. Maybe I should try it. I didn't because it tells you don't operate machinery, you know, and that.
Yeah. Yeah. I imagine it would make you a little drowsy.
Maybe I'll try it tomorrow.
No, they gave Watson something one time.
Huh?
They gave Watson something one time
Watch behind you.
that made him so loopy. I don't remember what it was though.
I think she needs wandering time too. You know, like this, just wandering around.
And off she went. You'd never know that she was not walking.
Could she be telling us that it's very low pain threshold?
Yeah.
If my toenail hurts, I'm going to be crippled.
Right, right.
Which is what I thought of today with a woman here with what are these crutches?
Hey, you gonna eat?
California crutches, what do they call them?
Very good.
Whatever.
Very good.
God, she
Yes,
doesn't
you're
need
okay.
that crutch.
Hold on. Let's see.
But how? The doctor tells you, why don't you use a crutch? Make people cripple all the time.
Mm. You want me to shut this off?
What do you got?
Sound?
The sound is on. Yeah.
You want it off?
It's coming.
I don't care.
Oh.
I said I would put it on when she came back in.
And a banana.
Hold on. You're
Anna.
very pretty. You're getting so big.
Anna.
Someone's calling you.
Puppy, puppy, puppy.
What's she doing?
Come on.
This is a good chance for us to teach her to do that.
Except for she has mega, and she can't eat that.
Oh dear, that's right. Damn.
If she could do that and water flowed out of it,
Marbles. No, she'd eat the marbles.
she'd eat the marbles. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
It's funny though, because all of your dogs use their hands.
Are you
Yeah.
reading this?
All of them.
You got a
Yeah.
face
I was,
Yeah.
yep, I was counting it the other day, and I have actually had 8 of your dogs.
Really?
Yep. And every single one of them, whether it's just to get your attention, but
Yeah.
every single one of them uses their hand. The 2 Danes, well, actually the 4, I don't know how many Danes I've had, but all the other ones that weren't yours don't use them.
Huh,
All right, come on,
interesting.
Yep.
come on, let's go.
And I think it all
Let's
attributes
go, it's time. Okay, where's your chair? Can you get in by yourself?
to. Yeah. And then you can close it.
Wanna get in? Go ahead. Come on. Come on.
I wish, wouldn't it be thrilling if she just
Oh
got
my
in?
gosh. Go on.
She wants that thing off her leg too. If you take that off, I'll be thrilled.
No, not right now.
No, once she gets in. Oh, not when she gets in, no. I'm afraid to hurt her, sort of.
Yeah, it's not gonna come off very easy, I'm
No.
sure.
Yes, wait a second, wait a second.
Hold on, hold on. Hold on, gotta move your toe-toes.
Wait a sec.
Oh, good girl. You're getting comfy, huh?
She's a pretty girl. We wanna stick
Let's
this
go,
in her
quick.
Oh, no.
Here comes Bud the hell.
Uncle Bud's here.
mouth. Uncle Bud, do you wanna be there?
Uncle Bud, do you wanna feed the princess?
Let's go with the food, quick.
No, let
Somebody
her
get
get
it
a
started.
stool over there.
More importantly, does she want me?
Yes, she
Yeah,
does.
she does.
Absolutely. We go, Uncle Bud. Park.
Put a little in the dish, she'll be very happy.
Oh, he's a pro at this.
Oh, I know.
She does not need this until tomorrow morning.
That's the
So I will,
table
yeah.
stuff?
So I'll put that,
Yeah, I'll write it in the log too.
Well, she's hungry.
She's hungry.
yeah.
Well, she wasn't eating much the last, maybe, 2
Wait so
days.
fast, she'll end up with hiccups.
We better give her some water with it too, no?
Yep, here's her thing, here's her Jello.
Put some in there. Louise.
She wants this. She wants this.
Yeah, put it in there.
Now put some food in, she'll get wet food.
She got it out, she grabbed it off the spoon before I even got
Yeah,
it.
take the bigger spoon, you'll be better off with that one.
Is she getting the stuff on the wet stuff?
Yeah,
it's in there.
yeah, she is.
It's in
It's
there.
in there too.
Okay, why don't you get your rear end out of the way of the camera?
Well, where am I gonna go?
Grab the other side. There you go.
I'm more concerned about her than have them looking at my rear end.
Yeah, she's cleaning that up though pretty good, isn't she?
Yep, she is. Good girl.
She looks at you, Bud, like, okay, I'm ready, another one.
I'm waiting for that stuff to go.
No, there's not that much of this left, so. We hear you in there.
Who's that, Bentley?
Yeah.
Bentley, stop it!
Put the rest of it right in. She'll have to.
Oh, yeah, she'll eat it. She
Yeah.
does. She usually does very well. Good job. Good job. Is that it?
Pretty close.
Is that it?
Ah.
Make sure you give me every little bit. She does have a good appetite when she's acting, you know, when she's okay. Yeah.
When she's feeling good.
Yeah.
She was definitely though, even they said she just had that face of being in pain.
Yeah, but she didn't cry, I mean, she didn't seem to be like moaning or anything.
Finish it up. Yeah, good girl.
She's a good, she belongs to the Clean Plate Club. Excellent job. This was excellent. It's like a gourmet meal, huh? With Uncle Bud serving. Very nice. All done.
You like that one?
She's
You like
good.
that one? Let me see it.
Yeah, that's good to know. Well, then maybe she's feeling better than you hope definitely.
Got it all, got every bit of it.
Lana.
Every bit, she got every bit.
Okay, now you have to sing to her.
Yeah. Yes, very good. Good job. Where's that other piece?
Over
Is it
here.
over
The other shelf?
Yeah.
there? Yeah. All right, wait. Maybe we could take this off. That would be good. She was trying to bite it off in the kitchen. It's okay. Yes, that's Uncle Bud. Yes. Good job. Bud knows how to do it perfectly, huh? Yes, wasn't that good? That was good. Yes, you're very good. You're very good. Yes, you stay now. We have to rest now for a bit. Yep, you're very good. Now the little buggers are out there and they can't get up on the beds. So I put some fluffies and a heavier
Yeah,
like
the-
that
the
on
short
a
bed.
low thing.
They're up on the shortest.
They're on
bit.
that? Oh,
The
good,
shortest
great.
bit.
They didn't eat yet because Moira has had a lot of diarrhea.
Oh.
And what's her name? Alexis. She peed, but Bud said it looked like
She peed and
pussy
then
at the end,
she-
maybe. I don't know. She.
at the very end of the pee, it was what looked like pus.
So I hope she doesn't have them. They've been sleeping a
So,
lot this afternoon. They were out a lot, but they have been sleeping a lot, both of them. So I didn't give them dinner yet. I will, ultimately, but hopefully they're okay.
When did they eat last?
They ate, before, a little before noon.
That's her, that's her.
But they were sleeping. I wasn't gonna wake
That's
them up
right.
to feed.
Growling?
Well, no. Oh, no.
What's the problem?
I'm
That's
not,
bad.
I'm not feeding her now, so I'm not.
Yeah, it's Uncle Bud.
I'm a bad guy now because I'm not feeding her. What
Let's
happened?
run this out.
What happened? Huh?
Oh, where is that hypoderm, the needle?
Oh, I put it already in there. It's
You
in the sink.
changed?
Oh, thank you very much.
Did you change because I'm not feeding you? Huh? I know.
You're
I'm very worried.
They're outside in the feeders.
Staring at a puppy, staring at any dog is very threatening.
She just didn't want my face down next to her.
Yeah.
It's okay. You're a good girl. She's looking in every direction but me.
Yeah, eye contact is considered threatening.
Yeah.
That's how I used to make dogs growl in the movies. You know? Well, isn't she feeling good? Did you want to go home today or tomorrow or what?
Yeah, I have to go home. I have to go take the poop out of my car. I'm procrastinating.
Oh,
And then I load up,
Puppy.
I'll put all my kids in, go home,
What a good girl.
and I'll see you in the morning.
how long did it take you to drive?
Now it'd probably take me like 45 minutes.
That's not too bad.
No.
It gives you time to think.
Oh, I do so much thinking and phone call, and
Yep.
I return phone calls or just,
Not texting.
nope, I call. I call. Yeah. That's what I did on my way. I actually missed the exit to Woburn because I was talking to a recipient. Oh, rats. I had to figure out my backtrack.
Not particularly easy.
That wasn't too bad. I knew what direction to head
Yeah.
back at least, and then I got when I was done with my phone call, I just hit my GPS, and I actually came in, you know where Cabot Road is, you know how we usually come in
Yeah.
and take a left, I came in the opposite way, and there was like, Raytheon is there with missile and defense. I'm like, and all these gates and everything there, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, but, there's all kinds of stuff down that end of that place.
Can you sit with her while I just go feed the other pups
Oh,
out
yeah.
there? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Down there where you were wandering around is where they sell 55-gallon drums.
You
They have
told me that.
35-gallon drums.
Yeah, you told me that around that area.
I don't know if it's still there. That was my supply.
Yeah, there's restaurants and everything down that way. I was
She's a great girl.
surprised.
Well, bud, when you're in charge, I'll go leave.
Okay.
Looks like you got the whole thing well under control.
Yes,
I
you
think
do.
so. I think
All right,
so.
bud, I'm gonna go clean out my car.
Who's coming in at 7?
What's today? Thursday? Tilly and
Oh, should be good.
Lindsay. Yeah.
And Lindsay. Well, that's gonna be a problem.
Well, Lindsay's the human. Tilly's the.
Right. Okay, whatever.
You okay in there?
Yeah, they'll be fine.
That's because she got in there.
Yeah. Yep. All right, I'm gonna clean my car. Then go home, and I will see you in the morning. And Laura said something about possibly bringing a saddle for you tomorrow.
For
So
her to ride. She rides.
yeah, I'll get you.
It's up to her whether she breaks her silly neck. She's a big girl.
It's a sweet horse, though. I gotta check on them also, make sure they have plenty of water. So. All right, I will see you in the morning.
I'm gonna try and get the dunk tub bit going tomorrow. That's a lot easier.
Then lugging.
Yeah. It also would be nice at this time of year to get a pipe run up there. To have that, make life a lot simpler.
Yeah. All right, don't forget your sound is on.
Who?
Your sound is on still.
Sound is on. Okay, why don't I shut the sound off so that people are now.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.